I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich, throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every.
What it is, it's Boy X Knows Best back again with another Madden 18 Connectors franchise here. As you guys can see, we actually simulated to the off season because the first year was really not as enjoyable as we predicted, so we decided to advance a little bit. That's a big announcement of the year. As you can see, me being the Dolphins, we're trying to get rid of some open cap, get rid of not the best players for our scheme, and try and get good or better draft picks for the upcoming draft. And as you can see, we traded our linebackers mostly. We're trying to acquire picks, like I said, to get the next best thing in the draft. And as you can see, our scouting report right now, this is a pretty good draft, honestly. I'm really looking at DeMarcus Cole, that left end, and Griffin Culberson. He looks like a pretty good quarterback, as well as Everett Stakaleski. But I know Shady Films will also want a quarterback because he's the Bills. He's been messing with different schemes. Although our current quarterback, is Jay Cutler, I really want to beef up our defense, specifically linebackers and defensive line, because our secondary is pretty young, and that's what I went into free agency looking for. Not only our offensive line but defensive line as well. Those were our big points in the offseason. We were looking for young talent, good talent that we could develop throughout the year, and that's what we tried to get. Spoiler alert: we didn't get everyone we wanted. But that's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes in NFL, especially in Madden. You can't get everyone that you want, but you got to do the best you can. Early predictions for next year, hoping that we could have a top 10 defense in the league. Hopefully at least top 2 for our division. And for offense, I'm looking into a more defensive draft, so I'm trying to look to beef up my offense next year in next year's draft. So offense, hopefully top 15, somewhere around there, and hopefully we can get to a positive record this year. That'd be great. I think last year we finished 5-11. We have like the 8th seed right now, I believe. I'm not too sure, but that's what we're looking for the draft. Hopefully we can find some key players, and there are some really good players in the draft. As you can see, we don't have a quarterback anymore. We let Jay Cutler walk. I'm thinking about trading Kenny Stills, and I actually do, to try and move up in the draft. I trade Kenny Stills and the 10th overall pick for the Cardinals' 3rd overall. Keep in mind we have the Cardinals' first rounder next year too, from a previous trade. And let's hop into the draft. As you can see, the quarterback that we wanted got taken by the Bills and Shady Film. So next best thing, like I said, we're gonna beef up our defense. And Dalvin Compton, this man's gonna be a perennial all-star with that 91 hit power. We just have to beef up his tackle, his zone coverage, speed decent, but we could work on a lot of things with him. He's gonna be good once we're done with him. Going to our 8th pick now, so 5 picks later. DeMarcus Cole, not the best combine grade, but has pretty good stats, and we go for him, and he is going to be a monster too. 86 tackle, 82 block shed, 87 power moves. This man is going to be a great edge rusher. Some might say Bradley Chubb-like. And as you can see, we try and trade up for one more pick in the first round. We had 3 first rounders, so try and trade up to 20th pick to try and get that quarterback that I mentioned earlier. And the Falcons did accept it. So as we advance to it, Griffin Culberson, what a great combine, has pretty good stats for his top 3, and says we reached, he's fast and he can throw the ball deep a little bit. But we got to get that deep accuracy up. The only bad thing I see is his slow development. It's going to be really hard trying to get him up. But first round as a whole was pretty good. Heading into the 3rd round, we found a monster. 87 speed as a linebacker. This man's going to be a monster. and our defense has officially been beefed up from this draft as a whole. Heading into the later rounds, we're just picking up more defense. And later on, I did trade a first rounder, third rounder, and a fourth rounder for an 88 overall, like 24-year-old right guard, Forrest Lamp. He's going to be good for us. He's young. But it's a quick little recap for the offseason. If you guys like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to see more, let me know. Other than that, X knows best. Signing off.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.